we are talking about here, dear friends, context is king. So you need to understand the context. The IKE mismatched. Internet key exchange is mismatched in a VPN. What does it mean? So you need to memorize the errors of the databases, of the networks, of the applications, whatever, and then you're going to be configure the exactly what you're looking for. The tip number 5 is adjust the criticality to your environment. So how can you say that it's a very critical software? It's a critical alerts. How do you going to say that it's not a critical, modifications of your devices? So make sure that whatever the critical applications, critical alerts need to create the environment. It means that you're going to say that, sir, if our ISP goes down, then we required a alerts. Okay, so this is the environment you're going to be configured at whatever you feel it. Okay, and suppose your ISP goes down, suppose your firewall goes down, suppose your network is goes down, suppose your applications goes down. So you need to check out the criticality of the application, anything, and then you're going to be configure in the SIM solution, things like that. Then the sixth one is use a threat feed and geolocation data. So first of all, you need to understand the where is the threat is coming from. Suppose the threat is coming from China, so you have geographical locations. You're going to be uh, configure to blocking the traffic of the Chinese specific location. Okay, so you have options available into the firewall or any devices that different geographical location, geolocation, you're going to be blocked if the threats will be there. Now tip number 7 is trust your security devices. The matter of fact that yes, you have configured, but you are not damn sure that yes, if the issues will be coming, your alerts will be coming. So you should configure the correctly and then trust your security devices that yes, they will going to send you the correct information. Tip number 8 is basically ignore low level alerts. Okay, so suppose um, some some of the systems are getting a new IP address. Okay, after the lease is over from the DSCP. So it's a ignore the low level alerts. You don't care that which IP address they are going to getting it, the client system of your company. It doesn't matter for you. They are working or not working. This is the matters for you. Tip number 7, tuning is not a one-time event. So you're going to doing a tuning of your firewall devices, network devices, anything like that. It means that you need to set up the event. If any event will be coming, that this is the trigger will be happen. It will automatically send an email to management. Okay, so you need to doing a tuning of your devices or anything like that. Okay, then we're talking about some more things like data aggregation. That is why the SIM solution is going to be working it. The second thing is correlation of logs. Correlation of log, it means suppose we have different type of logs. How do you correlate it's a network uh, logs or it's a database logs? And then you need to be check it out. Does it make sense or not sense? It means that your ISP goes down, then you are going to check it out into the logs of the router that there may be issues on the fiber optic cable. That is why the link goes down. So the alerts will be created that your internal ISP fiber optic cable is going to be missed. That is why the ISP goes down. So you should be a very good correlation of the logs, which is the things you're talking about and which what happened. Detect attacks. It is going to be detect the attacks. Alerting. We have some dashboards. We have some compliance. we have some retention policy, we have some forensic analysis. So the retention policy, suppose you are working in a company like Flipkart or Amazon, they are going to say that we have at least 5 years data not going to be removed. Another thing is important in the banking system, the data is not going to be removed. They will going to retain the data the lifelong in the banking system. Okay, but as per the compliance, the thing is important to understand that we have 6 years, 7 years, 5 years data should be. Hello. हाँ 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 क्यों? हाँ हाँ नहीं, मैंने जितना नहीं, मैंने अपने अंजू से पूछा है कि सर वो जो बाकी के सिस्टम्स हैं ना, कि जो तुम्हारे इंटर्न नहीं थे, इंटर्न वाले, इंटर्न वालों को डेल वाला दे सकते हैं नहीं दे सकते, और दूसरा कि सर मैकबुक को रिपेयर करवा लूँ नहीं करवा लूँ, और तीसरा जो अपने थिंक पैड वाले हैं जो पुराने वाले, इनको भी दे सकते हैं क्या अभी? तो वो अभी आधे घंटे 1 घंटे में रिप्लाई कर देते हैं, नहीं करते हैं तो मैं तो फिर नई के लिए भी डाला हुई हुआ मैंने, दोनों को भी डाल दिया मैंने। दो है, दो है अभी दो। हाँ नहीं, मैंने वो भेजा हुआ है उनको, तो मैंने रोहन को भी भेजा हुआ है कि लाइसेंस वाइसेंस के लेकर। तो मैं अभी आधे घंटे 1 घंटे में मेल बना के और वेंडर से मंगवा के और मैं भेज दूंगा अभी आधे घंटे। हाँ हाँ, नहीं नहीं भेजा हुआ है, मेल भेजा हुआ है मैंने। अरे मेरे को बस 3 या 4 घंटे की आनी चाहिए ना, फिर भेज रहा हूँ मैं। अब सेम का सेम अगर प्राइस पे लेना होगा तो फिर मैं ले लूँगा फिर। बिजनेस सपोर्ट एनालिसिस कौन है ये, मतलब टेक्निकल टीम है क्या? अच्छा, थिंकपैड ही देंगे उनको और क्या देंगे? नहीं बढ़िया ही देंगे यार, ऐसे थोड़ी एक को दे देंगे। क्योंकि वो क्यूए का था ना, क्यूए इंटर्न आपने लिखा हुआ था यार। हाँ क्यूए फ्रेशर्स। तो तो मैं उनका पूछ रहा था कि सर इनको दे सकते हैं क्या, अगर वो बोलते तो ठीक है, नहीं तो मैं मंगा लूंगा लैपटॉप, नहीं मिलेगी। नहीं नहीं, मैं ठीक करा के दूंगा सबको पहले ही। नहीं नहीं नहीं, मैं रिस्क लूंगा ही नहीं भाई, मुझे पता है कि मैं पिला। नहीं नहीं, मैं बिल्कुल। नहीं नहीं, मेरे को पे लेंगे तो मैं तो नया मंगा दूंगा और क्या। हाँ हाँ नहीं, वो तो मैं वेंडर को पहले बोल के रखता हूँ कि यार तुम बिल्कुल प्रॉपर सही कर सकते हो ना, गारंटी लेते हो कि सर हमारी गारंटी है चलने की, और कोई दिक्कत होगा तो हम बैठे हुए हैं, तो इसको ठीक करना, नहीं तो मत ही करना आप। हाँ मैंने 2 3 वो भी करवाए, मैकबुक भी ठीक करवाए हैं, देखता हूँ कॉस्टिंग भेजेगा आज मुझे वो। तो मैं तो आज अप्रूवल ले लूँगा, उनको बोल दूंगा वेंडर को कि मेरे को तो लैपटॉप चाहिए मुझे आज के आज ही शाम तक। एक का तो कर दूंगा, बट 2 का तो मुझे फिर मंगा ही लेता हूँ आज, बिल करता हूँ। बोला हुआ है, मैंने बोला हुआ है, आज भेज देगा। Hello, so sorry for interruption. So we have retention policies, we have forensic analysis. So if any cyber crime will be happened, then it is required to doing a forensic investigations based on the logs and alerts and trial audit trails. Okay, then we have one more important thing is the how the things gonna be working. So the data aggregation, correlation of logs, detect attacks, alerting, dashboards, compliance, retentions, and forensic analysis. So suppose this is a hacker, then hacker is going to be hacking the data of the organization. So first of all, he will coming to the firewall. At the same time, the firewall, if it is blocking the things, suppose he is going to bypass the firewall, then it is going to the server. Okay, server, then it is going to be taking the databases. But at the same time, the server is going to send a alerts to the SIM solution that this is something a known IP address is going to be logged into the server. And at the same time, the firewall is going to be block the same IP address. Okay, and suppose the hacker is going to be reach to the database server, and database is also going to send a query to the SIM solution that I got the request from this particular IP address, and this is the IP address is suspicious IP address. Okay, so your SIM solution going to provide events. Okay, and then it is going to be security administrator or security analyst team. They're going to work on the same alerts or events. So that it's going to be blocking advanced analytics. They're going to doing it. So we have log management challenges, my dear friends. What is the challenge you're going to facing it in the log management challenges? So analyzing logs for relevant security intelligence. So what are different analyzing the logs we're going to doing it and relevant to security intelligence, whether it is relevant to the security or not relevant to the security, it is a matters a lot. Then centralizing log collection. So the matter of fact that guys, you need to understand the centralizing the log collection. Okay, SIM solution is going to providing all the logs, filter the logs, and providing a centralized location to get all the logs, meeting IT compliance requirements. So as per the PCI DSS compliance or as per the HIPAA compliance, you need to manage your logs for the next 5 years. So this is also the challenge, conducting effective root cause analysis. So suppose you are the log management person and you are facing some issues like, sir, what is the root cause of the issue? Still we are not going to getting it. We have logs, we have SIM solution, everything we have, but we are not going to find out the root cause of the analysis. So making log data more meaningful. Okay, so log the data which is more meaningful, you're going to go for tracking it. Tracking suspicious user behavior. So is there any different type of user behavior of the user, then you're going to doing the tracking all those things, my dear friends. Okay, so this is what you are going to getting the log management challenges. Okay, the matter of fact that guys, the compliance, if the PCI DSS based company, suppose you are working on a Uber, or suppose Pawan is working on the Uber and Sanjay is working on a Amazon. So both the companies are required your debit card or credit card information. Okay, so for the payment gateway. So you guys need to insert your 25-digit characters, and you need to provide a OTP. You're going to provide your the 3-digit number code, everything they have. So this is your customer information going to be breached. Then who is responsible? The company is responsible. So the matter of fact that the company are going to be hacked, and then the security analyst team is going to check it out, the logs and events for the forensic investigations, things like that. Okay, and the root cause issues will be also be there, and user behavior will be checking it. So I can say that suppose you, Pawan and Sanjay, are going to doing a banking transaction. Okay, so your banking transaction, once you're doing it, your banking server know that you are going to log in with a specific IP address, and you are always going to use the Chrome. Okay, so it is once you going to be used some different system, or you're going to using some different browser, so it is going to tracking suspicious user behavior. So it will going to ask you some security questions same time. Okay, so we have another thing is what is SIM is all together. So SIM is basically making of two things. Okay, is SIM or SEM, Security Information Management and Security Event Manager. Okay, so I can say that the SIM is that focus on log collection and report generation. So the log collection and report will be going to be generated. And time it is going to be correlation and alerting the mechanism. So SIM technology provides network security intelligence and real-time monitoring for network devices, systems, and applications. Okay, so that we are going to use the SIM just because of it is providing real-time monitoring. Okay, and the second thing is network security intelligence. The third thing is going to taking the logs from network devices, systems, and applications. That is why we require the SIM solution in the company. So why SIM is necessary? Because there are so many hacks will be there. So at the Apple company, Evernote company, Living Social, OVH, Ubuntu, Vodafone, Yahoo. So every company are going to be hacked. The data breaches happen. So how the security analyst or how the security management team know that what was a cybercrime will be happen? So raise in data breach due to internal and external threats. We have some internal threats in the company and we have external threats. So inside threats and we have um, outside threats. So attackers are smart and traditional security tools just don't suffice. Mitigate sophisticated cyber attacks. Manage increasing volumes of logs from multiple sources. Meet stringent compliance requirement. Okay. Then typical working of a SIM solution. How typically is going to be working like a SIM solution? So suppose you say, sir, we are going to use QRadar in the company, or you say, sir, we are going to use Splunk, or somebody will say, sir, we are going to use Cisco Alien Vault in the company. Okay, that's good. So what is the use case of all the SIM solution? The all the SIM solution going to do some correlate your data, search your data, analyze the data, alert the sending, report will be sending and archiving of your data. So this is all the things you're going to perform the actions via the SIM solution. Okay, what happened? What happened general life, general things. So the application services like Active Directory, file server, print server, Apache, Oracle, Java, whatever. So all those things, application servers sending events to the servers. And the servers we have different type of servers. We have VM servers, IBM servers, Ubuntu servers, Windows servers. And the servers are sending information to the network devices. So the network devices, router, firewalls, switches, and they are sending information to users. Okay, so the step-by-step things going to be working over there. So how? So I can say that as a SIM solution gonna providing real-time network monitoring, user activity monitoring, real-time security alerts and remediations, compliance reports, PCI DSS, SOX, HIPAA, FISMA, security, forensics, and incident investigations. Okay. Then we talk about some what happened into the log into the SIM solution. The thing is first happen is log collection. Log collection means that you are going to getting the logs from routers, switches, databases, applications, and then it is going to be collect in the centralized system. And log collection method agent based for agentless. So both centralized log collections we're going to using it. So events per second EPS rate at which your IT infrastructure sends event. How much time your data is going to be refreshed and how much time the data will be going to send to your centralized systems. So this is what we're going to be configure into the SIEM solution. Number two is going to do user activity monitoring. So SIEM solutions should have out of the box user activity monitoring, privileged user monitoring and audit reporting feature. So ensure that the SIEM solution gives the complete audit trail. So we have no way user perform the action, what was the result of the action on what server it happened, and user workstation device from where the action was triggered. So you need to understand, yes, the complete audit trail, and it is going to provide the privileged user monitoring or auditing purpose. The third thing is the SIEM solution gonna be used for real-time event correlation. So it's real-time event correlation is all about the proactively dealing with threats. Okay, so it is gonna be dealing with the threats. Okay, proactively. Correlation boosts network security by processing millions of events simultaneously to detect anomalous events on the network. So correlation can be focused based on the log search rules and alerts. So the predefined rules and alerts are not sufficient. An alert builder is must for every SIEM solution. So ensure that the process of correlating events is easy. Then we have log retention. So log retention is a SIEM solution should automatically archive all logged data from systems, devices and applications to centralized repository. Okay, so we can say that, sir, it is going to be providing the automatically archiving all the logs from the systems and devices and applications to the centralized repository, sending it. So it ensures that the SIEM solution has tamper-proof feature with which encrypts and timestamps when the compliance and forensics purposes. So you are going to using the SIEM solution, and it is going to use for the compliance and the forensics purposes. All the logs, ease of receiving the data, archiving data, and it is also going to use for the IT compliance reports. So IT compliance is the core of the every SIEM solution. Ensure that the SIEM solution has out of box regulatory compliance reports such as PCI DSS, FISMA, GLBA, SOX, HIPAA, etc. SIEM solutions should also have the capability to customize and boot new compliance reports to comply with future regulatory acts. File integrity check, it means that any modifications of the data, it will going to be check it out. So the same solution should also allow users to track down a intruder or the event activity using log search capability. So the log search capability should be very intuitive and user friendly, allowing IT administrators to search through the raw log data quickly. Then we have some dashboards. We have specific dashboards available for the all the SIEM solutions so that you are going to easily configure the data and logs. We have 8 critical things that a glance like log collections, log forensics, IT compliance, event correlation, user activity monitoring, log retentions, file integrity monitoring, and dashboards. So the benefits of SIEM solution is basically real-time monitoring. Is going to use for the cost saving, compliance, reporting, and rapid ROI, rapid return of investment. Okay, then we have NIST cybersecurity framework. So define your log sources. How do you identify your alerts or events? So you going need to do asset and policy, business context modeling, define incident definitions, categorization and response actions, define use cases to detect, validate and respond, detect indicators of attack, indicators of compliance or policy violations, what log or data logs are useful, and we create the SOC workflow to enrich data for analyst review process for the validation and triage. So create runbook of escalation of incident cyber management. So NIST cybersecurity frameworks just try to study. So the incident identify, protect the incident, detect the incident, respond, and recover the things. Though we have cyber kill chain is an excellent map use of development. So we have email, we have drives, hosted services, trusted correlation, connections, server compromise, remote infections, okay, credential abuse. So this is we have number of things, okay, and different departments. So SIM optimization is enable automated alerts that are tracked to incident responders and operations teams. Create ability to assign analyst actions required alert investigations by SOC analysts. Create SOC workflow to enrich data for the human validation and triage. So we have detect, validation, investigations, triage, escalation, tracking. So respond, containment, incident, root cause investigations, incident response, scope investigations, remediate lifecycle management is altogether. So create a SOC workflow in your SIM. So it means that all the things like network, servers, routers, switches, every logs will be coming. Okay, so and it is going to do the actions, analysis and visibility of your logs. So we have SOC security operations center, SOC staffing. So suppose you guys are working on a SOC or NOC environment. You have infrastructure management, SIM solution, log collection, log storage. This is what you're going to doing it in the infrastructure management team. Suppose you say as we are in the content author, so creates and tunes use cases continuously. Then we have SOC analyst tier 1. So monitors, validates, investigation and try is going to doing it. Security engineer is a advanced analysis, response and post incident investigation and remediation. State hunter looks for the unknown and sees current work emerging threats. Threat intelligence manager stays current with the fast moving emerging threats. So this is a different profile into the SOC environment. Then we go, how you going to prepare? You're going to prepare the list of your goals, MTTD, MTTC, MTTR, and your visibility mapping to your environment. Build the scope and your model of SIM solution. How do you going to model of your SIM solution or SOC in the SOC? And build a total cost of ownership comparison model. Okay, how much cost it will be there? How do you going to managing it? So define KPIs and what is presented to the board. So this is what I'm going to send to you, this particular slide to you. So for more information, you're just going to try to study this particular slide so that it is really helpful to you to understand the logs or everything. Okay, then I'm going to moving to the different one. So what is the difference between Security Operations Center, and Network Operations Center. Any ideas you would like to share to me, sir? This is the SOC and this is the NOC. Or both are the same or both are different? Tell me anything. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What is SOC and what is NOC?
Sir, we didn't have any idea regarding NAC, sir. This is the first time we are hearing it.
Okay. 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 I will let you know in the
Okay.
slide. Okay. So as a security operations mature, there are three distinct use cases that drive detection and response. So you have seen into the particular picture. You can also take the screenshot of this particular message. So these are the some users. Users. This is cloud computing. This is the applications. This is servers and workloads. This is networks. This is endpoints, and this is IoT. Okay, so we have all those things like applications. The logs events will be coming. Cloud instances, the logs and events will be coming. Users are going to use systems, the events and logs will be coming. You are going to use networks, so the outer switches, logs will be coming. Okay, IoT devices, yes, logs will be coming. So what happened then? The logs and events, it is going to sending the alerts. Whom? They will going to sending the alerts to the SOC workflow like security analyst level 1. So security analyst level 1, these people are going to create an incident. They will understand the incident and then they will go to investigations. So the once they're going to sending the investigation team, the investigation level team is the security analyst level 2 team. So this particular the team is security analyst level 2 team is going to doing some investigation queries to your databases. Okay, so the matter of fact that all this particular any cybercrime will be happen on all those things, the logs will be created, events will be created, the events will be sending to the security analyst level 1. Okay, and at the same time it is going to be creating an incident. Okay, so the SOC team is level 1 team is going to sending a ticket to the security analyst level 2 teams for the investigation purpose. So they are going to doing it database correlation and they are doing security data warehouse where our databases where our correlation databases. So the all those things has been done by this particular security analyst team, security analyst level 2 team. We have SOC workflow, we have real-time correlation engine is there. Okay, so the threat hunting team, so analysis, drive hunt and unknown threats. So what we going to doing it into the same real-time monitoring, investigations and hunting. So these are some three steps we're going to doing it in this particular slide. So I hope you are clear that how the SIM solution is going to be working in a company. And who are the persons? Security analyst level 1, security analyst level 2, and threat hunting team is also there. Okay, so what they're doing it, processing, increasing the number of events, real-time correlation against IOC, and reduced number of false positives. Then investigation team going to doing it, and the threat hunting team is going to doing it. Okay. The second, please take a screenshot of this particular picture. So in the operations, in the IT operations, in the security operations, we have three very important things there. So what do you mean by three important things? So the 3 important thing is technology. Number 2 is people, and number 3 is process. So people, process, and technologies. These are some 3 very important things I'm going to discuss to you right now. So I'm talking about here the technology. Okay, so you have firewall, IDS, IPS, web server, you have ESM server, you have proxy servers, you have networks, you have internal external threats. This is all things about going to be providing a logs and events to the arc side. The arc side is basically from HP, or you can just say this is we are going to use the QRadar. We are going to use Cisco Eden Vault, or we are using Splunk. Okay, so whatever the logs will be created, it is the by your SIEM solution, it is sending the logs to the ESM server. This is a separate server for the same. Okay, and also this is the ArcSight monitoring person is going to see all of things, the whole things they will going to check it out. Then we talking about, so number 2 is people. So who is going to working on what? So this ArcSight, the alerts will be coming. The level 1 team is going to work, and then if the level 1 or team are not going to resolve, sending the ticket to the level 2 team. The level 2 team is going to be working, and they will going to send an engineer same time. So the what is the process? I would like to know that. The process is basically incident handler, and then they will going to send the particular query to the networks and system owners. And if they are going to be understand the query, and then the ticket is closed, incident closed. And if it is not going to be resolved, then it is not going, it's a business is altogether. So a people, process, and technology you need to understand into the operation part. Okay. Then we have the same, I think, picture we going to using it earlier. Then security intelligence capability. So the log management, centralized logs, retain data, comply with regulations. Then we have data analysis. So correlate technologies, analyze forensic evidences, create automated reporting is near time alerting is streamline event feeds, high fidelity, correlation, and custom reporting. Then we talk about some real-time analysis and incident response. So we have monitor events in real time, CIRT integrated workflow, minimize response time, and continual training. Then we talking about some security intelligence, so analysis in depth, information fusion, and analysis becomes productive in the nature and uncovering new threats and advanced use cases. So security operations in 2019, the top 5 challenges in the SOC teams. So the top 5 challenges in the SOC team is basically is the skills shortage. The companies are not going to find out the right person, the right candidates for the SOC environment. Number 1. Second thing is budget constraints. The budget constant, how much budget it is required. This is not sure by the management and also the teammates who are working on the same. Lack of documented processes. So there is no documentation will be there. That is why you are going to get some issues on the company. So uncertainty about the mission. Okay, uncertainty about the mission. So whatever once you're going to resolving the issue and the threats, you are not sure that this is things has been done or not. pinning hop on technology. So you should be understand the technology very well. Okay, then the ArcSight family architecture. So ArcSight is basically from the HP. You are working on the QRadar, somebody will going to work on the Splunk, and somebody is going to work on the Cisco Alienware. Then we have, first of all, we have web console for monitoring or management, portfolio management. The second thing is unclassified attribute and users insights. The Oxide blogger and Oxide Enterprise Security Manager, Oxide Investigate, and UBA interest. So security open platform is basically management centers, transmission hub, and smart flex connectors is there. So we have micro focus next generations of offerings. So suppose you're working in a company and you will say, sir, we are using ArcSight, we are using Cisco QRadar, IBM QRadar. So what is the next generation SOCs? So next generation SOC is SOAR, Security Orchestration Automated Response. So please take a screenshot of the same. Then we is talking about some securing data as behavioral anomalies. So policies, permissions, and anomaly detection. You need to be understand things. Okay. Then we completed the theoretical concepts about the SIM solution. So we have last one thing is also there. This is important for you to understand. The SIM use cases. Wait a second. Okay, so it is downloading it right now. So yes, this is all also I'm going to send to you. Don't worry about it. SIM use cases, 45 use cases for security monitoring. So you talking about them, sir, we have excessive database connections. So what the rule I'm going to configure? Rule detects an excessive number of successful database connections. So for this, you need to create the rule for excessive data base connections is there. So we have different use cases, my dear friends. Okay. We have single IP, multiple MAC addresses. So this is single IP with multiple MAC addresses. So the rule will fire when a single IP's MAC address changes multiple times over a period of time. Okay. Then we're talking about some authentication failures followed by the same source IP. So reports multiple log in failure to a single host followed by successful login in thirst. So this is the use cases, my dear friends. You're just going to be study the use cases. Suppose you are going to creating a brute force attacks. So what you're going to configure is check the attempts to gain access to a system by using multiple accounts with the multiple passwords. So multiple accounts with multiple passwords, you're going to trying to access a hit on the same. Monitor misuse of access of privileged user access such as admin or root access to perform malicious activities. Okay, so this is the use cases. This is the same solution you're going to be configured. Advanced use cases are terminated accounts still being used. High risk user access monitoring, privileged user monitoring. Okay, and we have VPN snack attacks, brute force attacks, privileged
Sneak
user.
commentary കൊടുത്താൽ chat.
Okay, so this is very advanced topics of SIM solution. Suppose you have to you work in a company and the employee is terminated, but still the accounts are going to be used. So how do you track all those things? The you going to be configure the SIM solution. Okay, the rules you're going to be creating it. And the privileged users in your company is they are going to be monitoring at same time point of time. So malware beacon monitoring, malware web, worm propagations monitoring, antivirus status, infection. So I'm going to send you this particular slide to you. So please take a look. This is very important for your security career. And also I am going to download and sending you SIM use cases. Okay, so it's the time to go for the practical things. So this is the free SIM solution managed engine is there. Because if you're going for some different SIM solution, it is required your license. Wait a second. Free downloads. So Access Manager Plus A360 60 days trial, AD Audit Plus, AD Manager Plus, AD Service. Okay, so you have different things. So what you're going to doing it? I'm going to do the 30 days Manager Plus demo. So you need to fill up this applications. Okay. So this is the Access Manager Plus will be coming. So this is the free things for 30 days, and you are going to be using it. So this is what I'm going to send to you. The downloads will be there. You can also going to download, but I'm not going to download. I'm going to do online demo. Okay. If you have system, then you can going to be download as per you like it. Okay, so this is the dashboard. First of all, go to dashboard. In the dashboard, you have seen that connections 11, users 22, connection groups, user groups, connection request, leading, landing servers. This is active connection, remote connection. Because nothing too much thing is basically loading it. The number 2 is the connections, so cluster servers, SSH servers, download files, upload files into the same, or you're going to be connect with the same. Okay, so you're going to be connect as you like it. We have VNCs there, we have SQL server, we have RDPs there. So you're going to be connect as per you like it. This is the server is going to be open. I'm going to open the notepad. Or okay, then we're talking about some different sessions. So these are some clusters. This RDP server things is there. Then I'm talking about here Windows RDP, change password, advanced settings, map remote, application delete. The whole thing is there. So company name, IP address, port number, RDP connection, and going to add it as per the like region for retrieval, import file. You have advanced settings, extreme VNC is all together. You have users which is going to user login in. So we have different users to going to log in it. You're going to add manually new user. Okay, so suppose I want to use. Okay, so we have this particular tool is available. So I'm going to provide the name, generate password. So you're going to add the user for this particular administrator role or extended user role. So to just try to exploit this particular tool so that really helpful to you to learning it. We have more actions, lock users, edit connection type, two-factor authentication. Okay, so it's going to enable it. So what you require, okay. Then you have some dashboards is there. Okay, so 6 groups is created. So you would like to know that what are the 6 groups. So B test, you're going to add some more groups and then provide the permissions. Okay, so try to explore this particular thing. So any questions till now? For Splunk and QRadar, it is a paid software. It is not the free one. So I'm not sure they are going to providing us the softwares. So it's a free Splunk. I clicked on the same. So try to fill this application. You have cloud trial or software download. You're going to doing it. So you need to provide your email ID of your company email ID you're going to providing it. So try it at your end and let me know if you are going to done it or not done it. So today I have the meeting for my office. So I'm going to disconnect for today for 1 hour and tomorrow we will take 1 hour as well. Okay, at 12 o'clock. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So you have this particular link, just try to log in and just check it out and let me know if you are going to doing it. Just try to study the theoretical things and I will let you know some more things like that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir.